Good morning, everybody. I'm now in Upper Austria, and my name is Bernadette Bruckner, and I'm a trainer in resilience method. I'm also a researcher in health communication, and today we are talking about chill in instead of burn out, and how resilience can help you to grow your business. But first, let's talk about resilience. What is it actually? I studied health communication and public health, and for me it was always very important how we talk to each other and how we talk to ourselves. And resilience actually means when you have challenges, how you cope it with the challenges. And it comes actually from the public health area of Antonovsky. And a lot of people have different challenges, and it always depends how you grew up. In the first years of your life, you get tons of beliefs, you get tons of different information from your parents, from everybody else who is around you, and that's how you actually create strategies how to survive actually. And with these strategies, you also go on in your living. So you grew up and you create like methods how to survive from the childhood. I mean, we begin to cry when we want to have food because we cannot communicate in another way. And in every single matter, when I work with business people, and they're facing a challenges, we found out that most of the challenges, or actually also solutions, lie in your childhood. So that means, I give you an example. I met a CEO from a bank from South Tyrol, and he had to quit his job because he was facing not only a challenge, but like kind of a drama and crisis. And we found out it was from the childhood. It was a very small memory that he put it in his brain in a different way, and he actually, it was such a small challenge as child, but it still facing it in the future when he was grew up as CEO in a bank. And when we clear it, he was very relieved, and he found a different strategy in coping, and that he can go on with a different business, what it makes it way much more happier. So most of the time, or most people actually are in a kind of a burnout. We have to function. We have tons of stress. It becomes more and more pressure when you're in a certain business and when you're actually in a certain position. So I give you also an example again. I worked in more than 14 companies worldwide, and I was in different positions, and I faced actually 3 burns out till I stopped and I said, okay, I have to find solutions, I have to find different strategies, I have to find different ways how I cope it, because I actually want to have fun in work. I want to have fun when I want to grow a business and everything else. And I began to create my self-resilience method. And the outcome is actually I created my own therapy style and my own coaching style. And a lot of people came to me and I said, okay, let's create together methods that when you have challenges in your life, that you can cope with it, because everybody of us has a dream. Everybody of us wants to create their own way, having fun and get out with all their gifts and just grow with it. Okay? And for me, it was like, let's begin from the first. What did I learn from my challenges? What did I learn from all the burnouts? What did I learn from my childhood? And what can I make it now better? Okay? With tons of questions, I began to rethink and actually reflect my life, my strategies, and find out that it's a really good idea to find different strategies, to find different methods, to find different coping strategies, to have way much more fun and get out with my how should I say, with my gift, what I actually have. And I take, I'm a totally fan of researching, I'm a totally fan of scientific methods. So what I found out when you take the method or the model of Sigmund Freud, like 5 to 10% is like conscious and the rest is unconscious. And for me, I love to discover myself and all my gifts and everything else was in the subconsciousness, in the unconsciousness part, and find out, hey, what makes fun for me? What makes the life worth living? What gifts do I have? What I can turn into a business? And how can I chill in instead of burn out? And finding tons of fun when I create my business, and also find solutions how I can grow my business in a way much bigger part, only because I discover myself and my gift. So the first part is reflect. Reflect what is your biggest challenges at the moment and why is it the biggest challenge? And then ask again, is this actually my biggest challenge or is it something else? Okay? When I work with tons of people, these are the first questions, because usually the challenge what we have, what we believe we have at the moment is not the challenge what we actually have. It's a huge difference. And what you also can check for yourself is like, okay, what stresses me at the most at the moment, and what's behind this stress? Yeah, I give you an example again. Like a lot of people have stress with another colleague. A lot of people have stress because of food habits and they have problems with their bodies and all the things. But when you look behind what you face at the moment, you see, whoa, it's actually something else. No, it's not the colleague what I see in the front. It's like, oh, there's still a problem with my dad. Oh, there's something else. I really have to go to the doctor because my body is actually aching. And when you find out what your biggest challenge is, you always, always, always find from inside out your own solution. But the most time, we don't take time for ourselves. We don't take time to reflect. And we don't take time, I always say, just take out time of your own life. Yeah? And how do you do it? It's like, what if you can step out of your life and see your life from another perspective? If it is like a perspective of the eagle, like from upside down, if it a perspective from another perspective or from a third person, it doesn't matter. Just try it. It's a game. Life is always a game. Have fun with it. And step out of your own life and check, hey, what's actually my biggest stresses at the moment? And what are my stresses behind these stresses? If you find them out, you can ask the next questions. If I would knew the solution, what will it be right away? What would make me having fun with this one when I see it from a different angle? What's the fun out of it when I see the so-called challenge or problem? Take it out from it and just see it. How can you see it in a different angle? Yeah? When you're in the problem or in the challenge, you will think now, hey, what are you actually talking about? It stresses me out. I can't sleep. I can't do this one. I have my body aches and. Yes, just try it from a different point of view, from a different angle, from a third angle, from an eagle perspective, however you want to call it. And ask yourself now, I know already the solution for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this problem. and the solution would be like this, what would it be? And the first input what you have, just write it down. I want to tell you something about intuition. We know actually that we know. But we learned that our brain, that the logical mind is more important, more knowing than our intuition. But as I said before, like the model of Sigmund Freud, 5 till 10% is conscious. This is the logic. I should do this and this and this because that what I learned should be done. If we trust ourselves again and say, yes, that should be the logic part, but it feels like that something else would be now better, you can ask, what should it be? What could it be? And what would make way much more fun when you do it in a different way, what you actually believe that should be this the right way, because that's more logic. But the logic mind is not so wise than the rest of you. If you trust yourself again, you always have the solution of your biggest challenges, what you're facing right now. If you would trust yourself, you would be way much more knowing that you know, and ask a lot of questions. It's like, okay, I have this challenge. Yes, it's like, if I step out of this challenge, I could see in a different way, in a different part. And you can ask them, what would be way much more fun that I chill in instead of freaking out? And the first part, you know. Coping strategies should be easy, should be simple, but very effective. That's how I help the person or the people what I'm working with, that they find their own solutions for the challenges, because they know. But most of the time, we don't get the space, for what reason whatsoever, because we have to stress, we have a very tight timetable, we have to do this one, we have the next meeting, and then there's the wife or the husband and the children, and everybody wants to have something from you, and. No. If you step out of it, give yourself the room. I just say, like in Austria, a lot of people are complaining, and I always say, no. Give yourself a free complaining zone. Step in the zone, the chill-in zone, and this is your zone. This is your time. And if you don't give yourself this time that you can chill in, even if you have children, even if you have tight schedule, and one day your body says, no way, I'm not doing that anymore. That's why a lot of people are getting ill. Give yourself the time to create yourself a zone where you feel happy, like having fun, confident, and where you are like just really can chill in. And I give you another tool. Just go in your room, stand up, go in a room, and go on a place where you feel that this place, I feel more comfortable than in another part of your room. Just try it. Because the most interesting part is, if you go in a house, if you go in a room, if you go in the nature, there's always somewhere a place where you feel more comfortable, more chill in than in another part. If you trust yourself again and your intuition, you always find a space for yourself where you feel happy, where you feel comfortable, where you feel just chilling. There are also spaces where you find more creativity than in other places. Do you have that? I have that. When I'm running, when I'm in the car, and I really have to say it, when I'm on the toilet. And I'm like, these are sometimes places where I don't have anything to write down, but I'm still very creative there. So I find for myself solutions that I can chill in, that I can be more creative, that I get all my ideas, that I can rock my business only because I create more solutions there. I'm totally relaxed, I'm totally creative, and I find different ways where I can bring in my gift, nurturing others, that they also discover themselves again. Yeah. So I give you another tool for it. Write down for yourself, okay, which places do I really chill? On which places I'm totally creative? And how can I write down or create myself business out of all my gifts I have? A lot of people are totally gifted and they are actually putting them into their hobbies. So write down what are my hobbies? What do I truly love to do? Do I truly love to be? And where can I go there that I can create a business out of it? What makes totally fun? Yesterday I was traveling again. I'm going to the university in Salzburg. And when I see all those people, I'm like, you don't have fun. What are you doing? So ask yourself, do you do your business only because of the money? Only because of the status? Or because you're really truly living your passion? When you're chilling in and ask yourself all those questions, what do I love to do? What makes fun for me? And what it makes me really thrilling that I do what I do. That's resilience actually. Okay? If you're totally in your zone, if you're totally in your flow, you're creative, you have all your information, you can actually access also your subconsciousness, what you have. And we're talking about 90% of total potential, of total gifts, what you can access to, and what you can use for your business. When I begin to really unleash or undiscover my potentials, my 90%, I was like, oh, okay, I can use that for business as well. It sounded a little bit weird because it makes actually fun. I grew up with an environment where work, it's not about fun, it's about a living, it's about a status, it's about career, it's about having money to buy something what you actually only no idea why you actually buy it. And I began shifting from this business, and yes, I was really successful in it. Yes, I was in a very good position. I was in tons of position. I created a lot of stuff, but I got burnout. So for me, it was like, no, this is not the right direction. When my body aches, when my body gets hurts, when I'm getting ill from something out of the point, it's like status, career, and everything else, to a point, hey, I can use all my gifts, what I actually created there, find out there, to a business where I can unleash all my potential, where I can chill in, where I can give all my fun, my happiness in it, and seeing blossom up others, because I'm nurturing there to go there as well. And I'm using my intuition, I'm using my resilience, I'm using my subconscious, unconscious potential, what I discover every single day to rock my business. So create yourself a zone of chill in, and it doesn't matter how much hurricanes out there, how much time, how much pressure, how much challenges out there. Go in this zone, find yourself a spare time to go in there and ask yourself, okay, there's challenges out there. I know I have the solution. When I know the solution, which solution can it be right now? write it down. And the next step is, which potential do I have? What I really feel it should come out? Because it's so much fun for me to do. And how can I create a business out of it? Write it down. And I always say, invite those people who have the same fun as you, who wants to do the same stuff as you. And yes, if you believe it or not, if you can ask, yes, is there like some kind of universe out there who helps me? If you believe in angel, who can help me? If you believe in something else, it doesn't matter. Just believe it. And my access actually in science is constructivism, and it says everything what you believe you can create, just create. So every challenge is what you create it for learning or for something else, it doesn't matter. Just find your learning, just find your strategies and create it new. When I worked with a lot of people, it was like, yeah, it's a really, really good strategy. It might work in childhood, it might work in another age, but not at the moment anymore, because you have more challenges, more problems because of this tragedy. So let's create something else. Yeah? It's only about strategies. When I work with business people, I'm working also on a strategic level, strategic business and marketing. And we find out that most of the challenges were created in childhood because of your environment who is telling you something. And I'm like, yeah, it might help before, but do you believe it helps you for your business to come to a next level? For your business, are you happy with your business, what you have at the moment? If not, find another strategy, find another way which should be more comfy for you to chill in, and find other solutions. So for me, the way of resilience is like creating the song, asking myself, okay, which kind of potential, which kind of fun would I have if I would remember or discover again my gifts? And how can I create a business out of it? And which people or which gifts do I need that my business can grow bigger and faster? So last year, for example, I created a team and tons of networks because I knew, okay, I finished research, I finished everything else. My coaching therapy style is finished, my nutrition stuff is finished. What could be the next step? And there are different methods, tons of it, because that's my gift. I just have fun with creating methods. I have fun to create strategies. I have fun to nurture other people, to find their own way, to find their own potentials, to remember their gifts again. So I'm working with the subconscious, with the unconsciousness, to bring it up in consciousness, and how we can create a business out of it. And resilience is the key. And there is a saying in Chinese, if you're busy, go slow. If you have stress, go very slow. And I say, before you're going in a burnout, chill in, smile, go out, see your challenges in front of you, not in you. Breathe in, breathe out. I have this challenge and I have the solution. And the solution I know right now. Yeah? And I could talk about now for my life path, which was very exciting, very speedy, very fast. And the most thing what I learned the last 30 to 40 years is one thing. Breathe in, breathe out, saying aha. Interesting challenge, and I know that I have the solution already in me. And I know I will find for myself my way of chill in, of creating a business, of nurturing, inspiring others to find their own brilliance themselves, and having fun with life till the end of the life. In Austria, we have a huge topic of health insurance and retirement and all the things. And I always say, yeah, it's nice, but I know I will work till the end of my life because it's not work, it's just fun. It's chilling and it's inspiring. And I wish for yourself that you chill in, that you know that all your challenges are created because you want to learn something, because you want to have just fun with something. And when you learn it, you can inspire others with the same challenges or problems, that they find their own solutions. Take your challenge out, breathe in, breathe out, smile, say, and I know the solution already. I wish everybody of you having fun with whatever you do, because I know you're brilliant. I know you are just gifted. I know we can each inspire each other, that we bring out our gifts and inspire as many as possible, because everybody can have a wonderful life, can fulfill their dreams, their missions and their visions and their hopes. And let's create together something beautiful for everybody. Because chill in is another key, having fun in this lifetime. Thank you very much and have a wonderful week.